Hello and welcome back to my page. It has been about a month that I haven't filmed because not so much has changed, but I still do feel the need to kind of keep you updated with what's been going on. It has been now 6 months, already half a year. I can't believe that it's been already half a year. That's insane. I truly do feel like I have gone through the worst part. I just feel very content with where I am right now in life, as much as with my body, as with myself, as with the relationship I have with other people. Okay, so what has been new? Basically, my hunger has continued to go down and I'm just like hungry like a normal person now. Sometimes even I find myself less hungry than people around me, which I'm not trying to compare. I'm just giving this like as a reference, if this can be any kind of reference. But compared to before, I could have eaten like 3 plates of what my friends were eating like easily. So now that has really changed. I also crave healthier foods. Also, I have been dealing with breakouts. Now, I am wearing makeup, so don't be fooled. There's a lot of texture on my nose and around my nose. Obviously, as I just said, you can't see it well because I'm hiding it. Wonders of makeup, just love it. But no, seriously, I have been breaking out a lot. I've never been someone that's been prone to acne, luckily. That's just genetics. Now I've been dealing with it, and I think it's because of the hormones that are still changing. I got them around another period that I had, which I'm so happy for, which I'll get into later. But yeah, I got them around my nose when it was that time of the month, which for me, as much as it sucks to have this in your face, it was a sign for me that something was going on in my hormones, and for me that's a positive. Other than that, as I mentioned, I did have another period. Now, it was like a semi-period because it wasn't like full-blown a whole week. It was, very sporadic for a few days, but still there was something. So last month, I actually did not get my period, as I mentioned in my previous video, which was kind of not concerning to me, but definitely a downer, because when you're putting on 40 plus pounds, you at least hope for a period. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that little compensation for all the hard work that you've been doing, and that it just proves to you that you're still doing the right thing. So when I didn't get it this month at the beginning, this is what I thought, I was kind of disappointed. I've also been following my periods with an app called Flow, and it's actually a really cool app because it's based on artificial intelligence, and they basically track your period in a way that the more information that you put in about the symptoms that you have, so this goes from like bloating, headaches, and all of that stuff, the more you input information, the better the output will be and the better the predictions will be for your next cycle. So it's a really cool app. I highly recommend it for anybody. That being said, thanks to this app, I was able to know when my period was supposed to be, and it wasn't coming. So it was late technically, but totally normal considering my background. Okay, another thing. Not only did I have a small-ish period this month, but I also had major PMS symptoms. Crazy symptoms though, like I was extremely tired, like when at 8 at night, like as soon as it's dark out, which it's dark here at 4:30, so I don't know why I said 8, but as soon as it's dark out, you automatically feel like so tired and exhausted. I also had hot flashes at night, so I would just feel like a burst of warmth, I guess. Also, I was moody. Unfortunately, my brother had to deal with that. But yeah, I haven't felt like that in months, but it was probably due to my hormones changing and all of that. I also did have a few cramps. They weren't too intense, they weren't too painful, but I did feel them. And lastly, I had intense bloating. I also see that the weight has been redistributing within my body, so it's not so much around my stomach and my abdomen. It's traveling more to my arms and more to my inner thighs. My face also doesn't feel nearly as puffy as it used to. I feel comfortable in my body physically. What I mean by that is that before, when I was in month like 1 or 2, I felt like a stuffed teddy bear. Whereas now I feel way more elastic in a certain way. Lastly, I wanted to talk about how I've been doing mentally. I feel amazing. I truly just, you know, when you have a lot of bursts of happiness that like just come out of nowhere. I think that what's also been helping with that has been the fact that I've been moving like a 20-minute per day. I want to feel awake, I want to feel alert mentally, and I know and I feel like when I do work out or just move, not even work out, I feel so much better. Whether that's just a 10-minute stretch and then 10-minute walk, like whatever that looks like, I try to do that before I start my day, and it feels amazing. Other than that, the progression that I've made psychologically about this has been huge. I remember at the very beginning, I was terrified of putting on weight, and it's totally understandable in the society that we live in, but I'm just proud of myself to have continued on this journey, even though I felt so terribly uncomfortable at some moments, especially feeling judged by others, even though we don't want to say that, like that is the truth in my case. And I just, once you get over that, it's so much easier to accept yourself. And when you start new projects, for example, or new jobs, or when you meet new people and you see that you're able to be accepted as a person just for the way that you are, not necessarily for the way that you look, and that your true value really does reside in your head and what you're able to put out into the world, and your intelligence and your integrity and your values, those are all super important. Whereas the way that you look, honestly, they'll always change. So if you always put your value in the way that you look, you'll never be content. Not completely. And I feel like I progressed a lot this year through that, and I'm just very happy. So I think that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.